Welcome back, FM enthusiasts and FM newbies. I'm bringing you today a slight rejig, so I'm going to call it the modern data-driven football 2.0 that you see in a lot in modern day football, from the likes of your Cities, your Arsenals, your Bayern Munichs, etc. In possession, it's going to turn into a 3-2-5, if you will. It doesn't quite look like that, but I will get more into it. I'm going to show you some results with the team, which I think by far this is currently maybe the best formation I have made / tested on the game. So with Arsenal, as you can see here, if I go into this, we have won 35, drew once, lost 2, or lost twice. Got 121 goals for and 25 against. If I go over here into the competitions, as you can see, we didn't get the quad, but we got the triple. We won the Carabao, we won the Prem, and we won the Champions League. Champions League, we did play Real Madrid and beat them 2-0. Let me see if it will. And it was, I would say, a pretty close game, and there was 2 red cards. I will now show you some results from some other teams that I have ran this with. So here we go. I'm going to have to show you with Liverpool, if you give me 1 sec. So career, we won 4 trophies. I did advance slightly too far. I totally lost track of the simming, or going on holiday, I should say. So bear with me 1 second. Liverpool, we won 31, drew 4, lost 3, 116 for, 30 against. If I go to the fixture schedules and then go back a season, Premier League, we won. What else did we win? The FA Cup. We also won the Carabao Cup, and I think it was the Community Shield as well. Yeah, so we won them 4. And then if we come over to Paris Saint-Germain, again, I went a little bit too far. Please, I do apologise for that. And then if I go there, so Paris Saint-Germain, we actually went unbeaten in the Ligue 1. We won 33, drew once. We got 116 goals for, 18 against. With Paris Saint-Germain, we actually did get 5 trophies. Now, I would love to actually show you. There we go. We won the Trophée des Champions, Coupe de France, the Super Cup, and Ligue 1, as well as the Club Intercontinental Championship with this tactic. If I come across to Bayern Munich is the same thing. We won the Bundesliga. There we go. We won. We played 34. We won 26. Drew twice. Lost 6. So not as good. But for some reason, in all my tests, it's the German league and the Italian league that always has a bit of funny business going on. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's injuries, etc. I really don't know, but they're the 2 leagues that I know if I do well in them leagues, I know it's a fairly good tactic. If we come over here to this, we won the Franz Beckenbauer Super Cup, the Pokal, and the Bundesliga. Now, if we go over to Blue Neri or Inter Milan, I'm not calling it Blue Neri. What a joke. But let's not get into that. We won the Serie A. 23 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses. Slightly not as good, but again, this is what I mean when I say, especially the Serie A, the Italian league, for some reason just throws curveballs in every test, and I don't know why. But as you can see, we won the EA Sports Super Cup, Coppa Italia, and the Serie A. Real Madrid, we lost to Arsenal in the final of the Champions League, but we won the La Liga, won 30, drew 5, lost 3. And then if I go to competitions, I'm hoping it should show me them all. Yep. So we won the Copa del Rey and the Super Copa. So this game, Champions League, sorry. Is it not going to show us, is it? Let's have a look at match day. No, overview, fixture schedule. It's not going to show us, is it? Here we go. So, fixture schedule, I would personally say a pretty even game, but we should have maybe come out slightly on top, but it is what it is. You're never going to really have perfect tests sometimes. I will now show you the mid-table sides. So, mid-table side, we got Brighton 5th. We won 19, drew 8, lost 11. So, I would say it's pretty good, especially with the media preview. You know, they're 8th, so we've gained 3 positions and we've secured them European football. So that's good. Obviously, I don't think I won anything with them. I didn't. But if we go over to Toulouse, we got them 3rd. We secured them 3rd from mid-table. And then if I league stage, season preview, as you can see here, Toulouse should have finished 11th. We got them 3rd. They won 18, drew 8, lost 8. So all around, still the tactics still overperforming in my eyes. Stuttgart. Now, Stuttgart, on the other hand, performed excellently in the German league. We managed. This is what I mean when the German and Italian leagues throwing curveballs when you're doing the testing. Stuttgart, who are a team that is predicted to finish 5th in the season preview. We actually managed. Although when you actually do that, they're meant to be a lower mid-table team. Anyway, is what it is. Stuttgart, we got them champions. They won 21, drew 8, lost 5. Again, so it's pretty still overperforming in my eyes. Como, season preview for Como. Como meant to finish 9, mid-table team. Finished 3rd. And we were pushing it for 2nd as well, if you ask me. 1 point behind Roma, 125, drew 3, lost 10. So, again, the defence here, the quality of the defence here may have cost us going on even further. I don't think we won any trophies. No, we didn't, but that's fine. And we've got Valencia now in La Liga. Valencia predicted 8th mid-table team towards top half, but still 21 wins, 11 draws, 5 losses, and literally 2 points behind getting the champions, becoming champions of the league. Again, quality of player probably could have cost us here, but still showing how dominant this tactic actually is. Now we're going to go on to lower half teams or relegation battlers here, and you will see just how well this team actually performs. Because if you ask me, this tactic is one of the best currently out there for a plug and play that I have now made. I will be using this in my Twitch saves, etc. now. So Premier League, Sunderland, media prediction, 17th, 9th. 16 wins, 6 draws, 16 losses. Again, quality of player here clearly showing, you can only do so much of a tactic. You need quality of player. Mets here, season preview. Mets meant to finish 14th and they're meant to be like relegation battlers. 3rd. We got them 3rd. 19 wins, 6 draws, 9 losses. Quality. Beating out the likes of Monaco and Lille. Now, St. Pauli in the Bundesliga. Season preview, St. Pauli meant to finish 16th. Should we have a look where we finished? 1st. We finished 1st with St. Pauli. 22 wins, 4 draws, 8 losses. Beat the likes of Bayern Munich, Gladbach, Dortmund. You name it, we beat them to get the champions here. Very good. This is what I mean when I say it's such an overachieving tactic. This is that I have managed to create. So Swallow, as you can see, meant to finish 11th, lower league, lower half table, finished 2nd, chasing down the likes of Inter Milan, beating out the likes of Juventus and Milan, Roma, Napoli. 3 points behind Inter Milan, won 23, drew 4, lost 11. Again, quality of player here probably could have cost us. We probably could have got some more draws if actually playing the game instead of going on holiday. Probably could have, changed it to balanced instead of on the attacking that it is. In game, maybe going 1 up, going back to a bit of a balanced, but it is what it is. We go on holiday, so we know we're not interfering with anything, just to test how good this tactic really is. Espanyol here. Espanyol finished 9th. They should have finished 15th. So really good tactic again. 15 wins, 10 draws, 13 losses. Very good. Goal difference, cost. Wait a minute. Okay, we should be even higher up. I've just seen we should be actually be 8th here. I don't get why we're not ahead on goal difference when we have the same points. But anyway, I'll take it. It's very good. Very, very good. Right. Now, I'll go back to the Arsenal save and show you how we actually line this tactic up. So if I come over now to squad, and look, here we go. We're looking at both here. And this is how the tactic actually lines up in the Arsenal save and all the other saves. So we're going to be on control possession, which I think by far this year is possibly the best style of play you can play. It seems to perform the best out of all the tests I have done. Now, I'm on attacking mentality because I like attacking football. I would say the two to choose from for mentality is either balanced or attacking. Anything else, positive doesn't really do anything, but between balance and attacking, in my opinion, very attacking, you can open yourselves up for a lot of counter attacks, and anything below balanced, you are just inviting unnecessary pressure. Now, as you can see, the tactic name is going to be changed. It is the new 3-2-5, but besides the point, we're going to have a ball playing goalkeeper in the net, 2 ball playing centre backs, and we're going to have an advanced wing back on the left and right. We're going to have a half back. We're going to have 2 centre mids, and we're going to play with 2 inverted wingers. Now, you may ask me, why 2 inverted or inside wingers? Because although we've got 2 centre mids, these 2 centre mids are really going to be your players to, link the play. They're not necessarily going to be running in and out in an attacking, but when they do go forward, it's going to be too much for the defense to handle, because the inside wingers actually basically in this game turn into like cams or 10s, just slightly wider, but they do drop in, and especially with the instructions that I put on them. We're going to have a channel forward. Now, out of possession, we're going to have a sweeper keeper, 2 pressing fullbacks. We're going to have 2 centre backs, 2 DMs. We're going to have a wide midfielder, and then a pressing central midfielder with a central outlet centre forward. Now, if we go over to the instructions, goalkeeper here, you can see just takes more risks, standard, nothing much, as well as out of possession. Ball playing centre back for both of these now will be stay wider, obviously, because we're going to have a half back drop in, make fewer runs, take more risks, and pass shorter. Out of possession, we're going to have trigger press much more often, mark tighter, tackle harder on both centre backs. Now, for both wing backs or advanced wing backs, we're going to have stay wider. They're going to run wide with the ball. They're going to dribble more. They're going to make more forward runs. They're going to pass shorter, and they're going to cross from the byline. Everything else is going to be left standard. Out of possession, on the other hand, they're going to have trigger press. Obviously, you're not going to be able to change that because of how we're setting up. They're going to mark tighter and they tackle harder. If you set up as balanced, I would still suggest them to trigger the press more if you can change that. Now, for the halfback, we're going to pretty much leave him standard apart from the passing strategy. We're going to have shorter. We're going to make him dribble less, and obviously he's going to make less runs forward. Now, you may think, why are you not getting him to trigger press? Because I want him to sit deep. I want him to either sit in between the centre backs to offer an option considering they're going wider, or I would like him to sit just in front of them to offer a bit of a passing lane. I don't want him to go too far forward. That was the whole point of this. I want him to pretty much, as Zubimendi would, just sit back in the line that he's in this position that you see here, or just drop back a little bit further. Centre mid on for Declan Rice, or the left centre mid. We're not going to have anything change too much. Just take more risks, pass shorter, and then we're going to have him trigger press, mark tighter, tackle harder. Odegaard as the right centre mid. We're going to make him make more runs forward. We're going to have him take more risks and shorter passing strategy. We're going to have him trigger press more often, and everything else is going to be pretty much standard. Because again, I want one centre mid to be pressing, and I want the other one not to. Considering Odegaard is probably going to be the one that gets a little bit further forward, I want him not to really press as much. I want him to try to drop back into position while Declan Rice covers him, and because he's going to be making fewer runs forward. So I want him to be pressing as soon as they get past Odegaard, pretty much. Now, for the inverted wingers, I want them to sit narrower, cut inside with the ball, dribble more, make more forward runs, take more risks, crossing the byline, and shorter passing. Out of possession, everything standard. Now we're going to have sit narrower again on the left inverted winger or inside winger. We're going to have sit narrower, cut inside, dribble more, make more forward runs, take more risks, shorter, and byline again. But this time we're going to have trigger press on much more often, mark tighter, and tackle harder. Channel forward now. Obviously, he's going to move in between the centre-backs and full-backs. We're going to have him make more forward runs. We're going to have him shoot less because we don't want him to get the ball and just shoot. We want him to actually run forward, get into a good shooting position, and shoot. We're going to have take more risks in his passing. So if, one of these inside wingers actually do make a decent run past him, I want him to try and make that through ball. And I'm going to have it pass shorter. And we're going to have standard on everything else. Because the attacking mentality and how we set it up is going to do a lot of it for us. Now, team instructions. As you can see here, we'll start in the build-up. Build-up, we're going to have play through, short, distribute quickly, and centre-backs. As you can see here in the build-up look, it's these wing-backs obviously probably not that far forward, a little bit back. It's going to offer quite a few triangles. And it's all around, we're going to be pretty well off going forward. In the progression period, as you can see now, it's starting to make a weird shape, but trust me, it works. Supporting runs balanced. Dribble, we're going to encourage. Progress through is balanced, and we're going to have them pass into space because these wingers, the advanced wing backs, are going to be getting into plenty of space. And as you can see here, what I say with the inside wingers, they do tend to drift in, and the wing backs are getting forward now. And then ignore this because the centre back does not get this far forward. And the centre mids, I would say, are not quite that far forward, especially Rice. He's probably a little bit more back here. It actually is a 3-2-5. But we're going to have the two inside wingers here, channel forward, and the wing backs here. We're going to have dribbling is encouraged, patience. We're going to have work the ball into the box, and then balanced and balanced. Overview, we're going to have passing directness on much shorter. I find works really well. Just live by especially in this FM at the moment, I'm living by with a lot of my tactics, I'm living by the motto of the opponent can't score if they don't have the ball. So I want to keep the ball. Tempo's on much higher. Doesn't really work for me. I tend to concede too many goals. Higher seems to be the sweet spot. I went with narrower, counter-attacking, balanced, less often, and keep the ball in play. Out of possession, we're going to start with low block, balanced. Pressing trap, balanced. Pressing trap again, balanced, but this time short goalkeeper distribution. Obviously, yes. We want to stop that. Line of engagement is higher. High press, sorry. A defensive line is higher. Defensive line behavior is balanced. We have trigger pressure on more often, not much more often, because we don't want all the players running forward. We kind of just, when it makes sense. I know the game's not very good at that, but still it kind of is all right at it. Defensive transition, counter press. Tackling on standard. Trying to eliminate as much red cards or possible game bans as it is. This is the overview. As you can see here, we've got a back four, 2 DMs, and then obviously your midfield 3 here. Sets up quite nicely. High press, as you can see, this Gyökeres stays up, and they block off most of the relative areas. The pressing forwards, obviously, if they're pressing fullback, if they're in between the wingers, they're going to press. As you can see, like this, look, closes down them areas. Obviously, through balls can be made here, but they'll drop back relatively quickly. So that is the whole of this tactic. Now I can go over to the data hub for you and show you some data. General performance compared to the Premier League, where we've conceded way less per game. Expected goals against us, way less per game. Shots per game, we're well ahead, 20. Shots on target is 51, again ahead. Pass completion, is up there with the Premier League, 91.7% pass completions. Tackle 1 ratio, we're ahead. Goals per game, 3.2. Non-penalty expected goals per 90, 2.2. So really good. Now we go over to the attacking. As you can see in attacking compared to the Premier League, we are dominating. So pass completion, 91. Cross completion, 22. Dribbles made per game, 20. Shots on target ratio, 51. Shots per game, 20. And then fouls against us per game is 15. So when we get forward, we're a threat. Now, defending, clean sheets, well ahead. We've got 19 clean sheets. Tackles won ratios, we're ahead. Opposition passes per defensive action, we're at 16, which is really good. Possession won per game, 86.8%. Again, good. Final third passes against us per game, 49. You know, we're still doing very well. Fouls made, you know, we made 10. You know, it's still less than the Premier League average, but it's good in my eyes. Goals conceded per game, obviously 0.7, and expected goals against us per game 0.7. So all around, it's a very good tactic going forward as well as defensively, which is kind of what you want, because defense this year is, I would say, a key factor. But you don't want to haramball it, but you still want to attack. So this is the tactic. I'll be leaving the download links to Sort It Out SI, FM base, and if anyone else needs one by Google Drive because they're not working, etc., please let me know. And leave some comments on this video. Let me know what I should do next, whether you want to know what Wonder Kids to sign, set piece, setups, or if you have any questions about your own tactic, please let me know on the comment or over on my Twitch when I'm live streaming, and I'll be happy to help you out and see what you're struggling with. But that's for me now. I hope you test this tactic out and enjoy it, and let me know the results over on either FM Base, Sort It Out SI, or in the comments below. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you enjoy this tactic. Goodbye.